Good evening.
Good evening.
We are with Ms. Maya Sever from
Right.
Abraham Group
Right.
here in Antalya in Turkey
Mm-hmm.
to attend this interesting conference, the Global Sustainable Tourism Conference. And you are here because you have implemented some sustainability strategy in your group.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, give us some information about your group. What is Abraham Group and what do you have in your portfolio?
Okay. So first of all, yeah, it is a great honor for me to be here in this kind of conference. Deals with how businesses can make a positive impact on the world. Yeah, as you said, I'm the HR and Impact Director of the Abraham Group. Abraham is a tourism company which chose impact as a touchstone and a distinctive factor between itself and other regional tourism company in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it started. We're inspired by the biblical Abram story, which, as the Bible tells the story of Abram, who erected his tent and left it open in all directions,
Okay.
aiming that everyone comes from everywhere will feel invited and come to enter this tent. And this story is actually our inspiration since the establishment of our first hostel in 2005 in Nazareth.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, wherever we open a location, the feeling of come as you are, as we say, is present. It means that we want everyone coming from everywhere to feel invited and welcome and to get in touch and connected with each other and to explore and to be familiar with Israel in a more direct way as much as we can offer.
Okay.
And we are actually operating our out of 4 major locations in Israel, which is Nazareth, Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, and Eilat.
Mm-hmm.
And each hostel is designed in a way that it is inspired by the characters of the city which it is located in, and a tour company which offers special and unique tours to our tourists. And our vision is to be an important leading regional tourism group, an efficient and profitable company whose action have impact and create a positive change on the environment in which we operate, while promoting values that are important to us.
So sustainability is a main pillar of your strategy in your group, yes?
Exactly.
And what it means for your group? What
Okay.
sustainability means for you?
Sustainability for us, actually one of our values that we defined just recently, we defined 6 major values. One of them is inspiring change through travel. We believe that for us, this value, the meaning of this value is the creation of sustainability tourism. And we do that by implementing some of the SDGs that are the most relevant for us, mostly standing on 4 major pillars.
SDGs standing for?
SDGs standing for Sustainable Development Goals.
Okay.
And this, for us, we're actually promoting the values that are the most important for us, such as intercultural tolerance. We promote intercultural tolerance through special tours, like an impact tours, that those impact tours are actually expose the tourists to the social and cultural complexity in Israel.
Okay.
For instance, we have a dual narrative tours, which address the Israeli-Palestinian conflict in a way that it deals with it through the lens of each side. In this sense, tourists can actually learn about life in Hebron or the West Bank, for example, but in a more balanced way. So this is one of our ways to promote intercultural tolerance.
Okay.
We have another way is that we use art which is very significant motifs in all of our hostel. You would see art also throughout the hostels, in the gallery, in the exterior walls, and we actually offer a young local artist a platform to show their art, and mostly those who share same values as we are. And there are some more SDGs or targets or goals that are important for us, such as supporting small businesses as a way to be a part of the community surrounding us, as a way for us to promote sustainable economic growth. In this sense, we make connections between our guests and the small businesses in the surrounding areas of the hostels.
Okay.
We work in cooperation with those businesses. We actually encourage our guests to go out of the hostels and to buy their grocery or whatever they need, if it's a small grocery, if it's the bakery, if it's the small coffee shop, to go out and
interact with the community and buy the products from there.
Exactly. And in this way, we actually believe that it's a win-win situation. As long as those small businesses will flourish and will succeed and will develop, we will benefit as well. So it goes the other way around.
So how did your guests and how did the community reacted to this approach?
Actually, it goes like in a very it's a mutual relationship. You know, because in some cases we are because they are in a very good relationship with us. So it always, if we have some needs or need from them to be more cooperating in some instances, so it works together, and it's as I said, it's a win-win situation. Yeah, everyone benefits from this relationship. In addition, we have, in this sense of supporting small businesses, we have a procurement policy or agenda. I mean, we're really trying to purchase the things that we need from small businesses, but it's important to say that even when it's sometimes it's more expensive, you know, to purchase from a small business rather than a big chain, for example.
Right, yeah.
In this sense, we prefer to buy from the small businesses, but only as long as it goes in accordance with our business target. It means that we don't forget that we are a business, a financial business, a private business that wants to succeed, to be efficient, and to enlarge our revenues and our profits. So it has to go together, hand in hand. I mean, so we always monitor this balance to make sure that we have a positive impact and we support those small businesses, but as long as we benefits as well.
You mentioned monitor. How do you measure the impact that your policy, your sustainable policy has for your business, but also for the community?
So we actually starting this company, Abram actually was established by 5 founders that built this company actually on the intention of doing good and have an impact on the world. They want to make the world a better place. And this was the authentic intention. And through the years, the Abram got developed and got bigger and bigger. And we had to take this intention into a practical actions that are monitored and measured. You have to measure in order to to know where your base is and how you have and to have a continuous progress. You have to have data in order to see where you are in a good place or where you need to be improved and so on. So starting from 2018, we started to measure our impact KPIs, and we report to the Bridges Fund, which is an impact fund that is one of the major investors of the Abram Group. And we actually defined around 30 KPIs that we are measuring.
Like some examples.
Okay, so we are measuring number of tours, impact tours that took place. We measure the number of participants who were in those tours. We measure our diversity with regard to fair employment. We measure diversity in the Abram Group, percentage of the ratio of men and women in the company. We measure the ratio of employees coming from underrepresented communities in Israel. We measure pay gap ratio between men and women. We measure number of small businesses that we work with. We measure number of impact events that we are that took place during the year, and many other KPIs. And I have to say that, and in each year we add some more KPIs that become relevant. And I have to say that now we're in a stage that we want to take it to the next level, because until today, those KPIs are more about the how we do the impact. It means that what actions we take in order to have this impact. But now our challenge is to measure the impact itself, the what, which is really challenging, because we're a lot about our impact is a lot about cultural and social impact, and these are really difficult things to measure. But in this sense, we're thinking and working on finding ways to measure the impact itself and not only the actions we're doing in order to have this impact. So, for example, if I'm referring to the tours, the impact tours that I was telling about, the dual narrative tours and so on, one thing that we are working on is to survey those tourists that participant in one of the impact tours, and to see through this survey how the perception about this issue, this main theme of the tour, how the perception was changed before
Okay.
and after the tour, after they were exposed to the narrative of each side. What was the change in their perception, which that is what we're trying to do. We try to change perception, to show people the narrative, but from directly from a more balanced way.
Sounds very interesting, but also sounds complicated, I would say, and something that needs a lot of investment in time and money. So what it requires to implement a strategy like that, first of all, and secondly, what were the benefits for your company, not just for the community, but for your company directly?
So yeah, it is complicated, and I have to say that we believe that eventually today tourists are looking to have a more meaningful experience when they travel. Not only to go for a hotel and have fun, this too, of course, but also to have like an added value for their experience. So we believe that those actions actually that we do attract more tourists to come and to experience what we are offering. And in this sense, of course, they will benefit and we will benefit as well.
So you see a return on the investment you are doing for this?
Definitely. Definitely. We believe that today we actually encourage every business and every hostel to do the same because I think today this is what tourists are looking for. They really want to have a special experience, to come with, they are curious, to explore things, to make their travel more sustainable. Okay. And I think it really attracts them rather than, you know,
being neutral.
Exactly.
So what will be your next step then now? Your plans?
Actually, today, I mean, this year especially, our main target is to obtain this GSTC certification. Okay. It is really important for us. We think that it means something, you know, to have this certification. It helps us also not on, you know, to get a certification for the things we do and for the impact that like we are delivering, a recognition. Yeah, so we're working, and also it's a way for us to learn and to improve. I mean, we have a lot of improvement way to do, and this is a way for us also to improve and to learn about new things that we have to implement through this comprehensive standard. So at the end, yeah, we want to implement those standards and to achieve this this goal of to be a certified SDG. GSTC certified organization.
Perfect. Thank you very much for your time. Excellent.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.